So I came here to study political science, and I think at the time I thought I wanted to be a lawyer. Like many political science majors want to be lawyers. But it was while I was earning my bachelor's degree that I thought maybe, research, or I enjoyed teaching. I did have a professor here, Professor Kim Fridkin. She encouraged me to apply for the master's program. With her support and Pat Kenny's and Richard Herrera's and other professors I had, they said you should apply for the PhD program.
I first met Gina when she was a freshman in my POS 110 Intro to American Government class. It's really interesting for me because I have known her for so long. So I've seen her develop from a student who's just like the ones we were teaching together to the graduate student who's learning the intricacies of the field, the discipline of political science, and then teaching her own classes.
When I was director of SPGS, I tapped Gina to be our new director of community engagement. And the reason I did that is she was already doing this, and she was succeeding. She was already connecting our current students with some of our alums. And I thought, let's institutionalize this. Let's build on what she's already doing, and she's been phenomenal at it.
The university now has hundreds and hundreds of teaching faculty that dedicate all of their time to the success of students. She's the epitome of this position. She's an excellent communicator with students, and she's taken on numerous other jobs beyond just teaching hundreds of students every semester. She runs something that the college funds called the Early Start program. These are students who are just out of high school in May. We bring them to campus in early August to spend time with one faculty member for 1 week to get them ready for college. The students who go through that program with her know her for the full 4 or 5 years that they're here. She's a mentor to them well beyond that week.
Dr. Woodall and I met during the Early Start program of fall 2019. I remember early on the mention of the Capital Scholars program, and so stayed in touch with her, and then ultimately I did join the Capital Scholars in the summer of 2022.
Students all over the country want to intern in Washington, D.C. if they're interested in politics and policy. And so we do what we can to get them ready to go. We have a full itinerary prepared where we visit with alumni that live in Washington, D.C. So some staff of members of Congress, many of our alum are staff. And the goal is really, again, to make that community of Sun Devils solid. And then they start their internships. And they do that for 8 weeks. And when they come back, they are transformed.
The impact that Dr. Woodall had on me was tremendous. Many of the opportunities that I had throughout my time here as a poli-sci major couldn't have happened without her.
Overall, as a student, Dr. Woodall has made me more inquisitive. I want to learn more about politics. I want to learn more about how I can get involved, if I can get an internship, if I can go intern on the Hill. She has made me want to reach for goals that I didn't even think were possible.
I don't think that I can even quantify Gina's impact here at ASU. It is just so tremendous. We are so very lucky to have her here.
For Gina Woodall to win this award is fitting and puts her in that position of being one of the very best at Arizona State University. And the students are the ones who benefit from her dedication.
My sister, this used to be one of her signature events that she would put on. She would always talk about what a big deal it was, and I never realized kind of the meaning behind it and kind of the history until I actually got to go and see what ordeal and an event it was, and it really was special. And so to be recognized for faculty achievement is something that's really special.